Singleness. The state of being separate from others. At the core of this definition, singleness is a rather universal concept. No matter your relationship status, you as an individual possess the capability to feel emotions that are distinctly unique and separate from everyone. But what truly allows us to step into the world of relationships is our ability to share these emotions with someone. Diamond rings, Facebook status updates, white dresses, and even physical intimacy do not define our relationship with someone. Rather, the meaningfulness of our relationships depends on how much of our entire being we choose to share with someone. Our emotions, our motivations, our fears, our thoughts, our hopes, and our dreams. No matter who you are single because you exist with emotions and experiences that are completely separate from anyone around you. But when it comes to dating and marriage, we challenge the boundaries of singleness by allowing someone to see all that we are. And in this quest to find someone who fully appreciates all that we are, we must learn to also appreciate all of ourselves. To be in any relationship, we must embrace our singleness and the singleness of others. Only then can we begin to merge and connect with one another.
My relationship status is single. I pretty much for forever. That about sums it up.
So I have never officially dated anybody.
Well, I'm single. I've been single. And I am still single.
Currently single, currently in a good place. I'm okay with being single right now.
I'm glad, honestly, that I spent most of my high school and college career single. I don't think I would have gotten to do a lot of the things that I've done so far if I'd been in a relationship, or if I had, it just would have looked different, and I'm really grateful for all of those opportunities and things that I've done.
Oftentimes, I let marriage or the idea of being in a relationship become an idol in my life, and it inhibits my personal growth in the moment.
I go through like the whole circle of emotions of fear and nervousness and anxiousness, but then also like excitement and relief.
Certainly there have been times where I've felt lonely, like I'm the only one experiencing this, which I know isn't true. But other times it's, optimism in the sense that I have to look forward to like what is to come, and then how can I use the time that I have as single, how can I use that to better myself for my future spouse.
I would be lying if every once in a while I didn't also feel a little lonely or frustrated, or looking around and thinking, oh, okay, so they're like so-and-so's in a relationship, they're my good friends, like when is it going to be my turn? Just because I really haven't been in a real relationship.
I'd love to go on a date with a woman, buy her dinner, show her how she should be treated, show her her true self-worth, and that she's so valuable and precious, buy her a meal, get to know her, enjoy an evening, just to be open and honest and real, and get to know someone really well.
After it's been official and you're dating, then I think it's really how you grow together as being in a relationship. So how you can help each other grow and what your relationship grows, and where you guys as a couple form.
I so often hear this analogy of a ball and chain, and sure, I imagine you have to work with somebody else's schedule and somebody else's lifestyles and whatnot, but at the end of the day, man, it's somebody to do life with, and I can't wait.
I think it's really important that they're kind, both to me and to everyone we're around.
Tall, dark, and handsome would be the type.
Someone shorter than me. Tall girls intimidate me.
There has to be, mutual attraction there. There has to be essentially somebody who completes me.
So I'm looking for the big picture things. Something that's really important to me is that my future husband has a relationship with God.
Someone who's going to walk with me. Not that I'm holding their hand. I don't want to have to bring them along I don't want to have to catch up to them. I just want to walk together. And that starts with a godly relationship.
Somebody that is strong in their faith and has really good morals. Somebody that supports me and pushes me to be a better person. And that is really loving and caring and really values their family.
I think the key is to start having those conversations about long-term, about marriage. Make sure that you guys are both in it for the right reason. Because that's key. I don't want to start a relationship with somebody if they don't too see the end result as marriage.
Marriage is a connection between two people that love each other and that think they have something they can offer the world together, as opposed to being apart.
I truly believe that the dating process is to evaluate where people's hearts are, and then marriage is to bring those two together, like the Bible talks about. The two shall become one.
It should be that you know that person so well that no matter what happens, you're gonna make it through, and you can work through anything together, through the hard times, through the good times, all the time.
We all tend to make mistakes every day, but in my future spouse, I hope that's something that I want to share my successes with, but also my failures. So the things that I fail at every day, I want to be able to share those and feel loved through that, not feel condemnation or not feel judgment, but just receive love through that.
I definitely think a relationship should be more than just physical. There needs to be some level of emotional connection, probably greater than what goes on physically in the relationship.
Purity for me, I think of the ways and the things that I can then give my wife in marriage, whether it be my first kiss or obviously my virginity. I think purity is so special, and the funny thing is, when misused, it leads to so much brokenness.
And I'm going to be honest and truthful in everything that I'm doing, and I'm hoping that's the same, and I hope that's returned. So purity is important, and it's all about being honest and true and faithful and just not hiding anything and being forgiving if that needs to be what happens.
But it'd be knowing that regardless of what I do or what they do, that we could resolve it and we would love each other in the end. We would be there for each other. We would do anything for each other. That at the drop of a hat, they would fly across the country to be there for you for the smallest thing, right? And that comes back to the kind of unconditional love. When do you feel that? It's when somebody does something so selfless and so kind of extravagant for not a large reason.
The opportunities you have are greater than the opportunities you wish you had. So I think this is something that kind of encases what my views are on singleness. I can spend several hours a day, wishing that I had something that I don't have right now, or I can take advantage and get an education and get a job and do all of these things that I wouldn't normally be able to do.
So as you grow personally, she'll come along the way. You'll come along the way. And God's timing is perfect. So trust and patience, even in a season of uncertainty.
Someday when the day comes that you have that person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, it'll be well worth the wait.
It all stems from the idea of loving yourself and loving who you are, and being okay with being by yourself and being independent, and not settling for somebody who might be the one. Settle for the one. Don't settle for a maybe.
Knowing that I'm giving the best that I have to offer to my future spouse makes that gift so beautiful and so precious. So enjoy the wait.
I have a pen right here. I'm gonna keep it there since that was great. That defines my that defines relationship status right there. Yep.
I don't want this to fall. It fell in the middle of when Allie was talking.
Oh no.
Single.
Oh.
anything else to talk about. So,
Oh,